We're on the road again with another episode.
Welcome once again to Boomer Bongo Boulevard, Season 3, Episode 25, Number 115. Please subscribe. We've got 180 subscribers, and we're shooting for 200, so contribute to the group, to the collective. We are doing a tribute to Mr. Willie Nelson, 93 years old, still a legend.
I know, still kicking.
Oh, man, an original outlaw of country music, and just one of the great songwriters in country music history for many reasons. What do you think about when you think about Willie Nelson, Ron? He's Ron. Just good Lord, I'm Mike. Just
Well,
Mike.
mine's a
Ron,
personal
Ron
memory.
tonight. What?
Mine's a personal memory, and it involves you. Willie was the first concert I ever attended. December 1980.
Man.
When he was touring after he, just started being in movies. He made his first movie, The Electric Horseman.
Yeah.
And then he starred in Honeysuckle Rose, and he was riding high when he came through Jackson, Mississippi, at the Mississippi Coliseum, and we were there, and it was a hell of a good concert. Still one of my all-time favorites.
Willie,
great show.
Willie
and
took
another
the
little
stage.
aside there, I found out years later that my wife, who I hadn't met yet, I wouldn't meet for another, I don't know, 11, about 10 years. She was there that night too, somewhere.
Every cool person anywhere around who lived anywhere around the Coliseum was there that night. That's why we were all there.
Great. Yeah.
I'm being facetious as far as I'm concerned, but Willie Nelson was cool. Willie Nelson was cool. I remember his encore. He stayed gone forever before coming right out. And Willie comes back out and goes, "I was just waiting for all the fraternity boys to leave, and now we'll have the real show." I think you did more in encore than you did during the regular concert. Anyway, you mentioned the Electric Horseman. Willie did 30 plus movies. I think they didn't put an exact number anywhere I looked because he did quite a few cameos, and I'm sure it's very difficult to track all those down and hard to get your numbers right. But as you said, the Electric Horseman with Robert Redford and Jane Fonda, and Willie was definitely a supporting character, but a memorable one in that one.
Oh, yeah.
And still one of my pleasant surprise movies. I just went. I don't even know why I went to the movie, but it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. And I think both of us, my favorite Willie Nelson movie and your favorite Willie Nelson movie has got to be, and everybody else's, it's got to be Barbarossa.
Barbarossa's awesome.
Willie was the star of Barbarossa. Gary Busey. Is that how you say it?
Busey? It's just, it's not as famous as a lot of movies, but it's got as many great one-liners as, like, say, a Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh, sure.
It's
a western.
Like rain on me now, why don't you? And bet you didn't bring me a damn armadillo either.
Yeah. Willie was a grouchy gunslinger, outlaw / anti-hero who dominated the movie, and I think you can find it on YouTube, and I don't even think it costs anything. So
I think it's on Roku's channel as well.
Roku. Maybe. You know what? I think that's where I did see it.
Several places, yeah.
And but anyway, if you've never seen Barbarossa and you're a Western fan and a Will Nelson fan, or either or both, definitely, or Boost. God, is it Gary Busey? Is that how you say it?
Gary Busey, yeah.
Busey, yeah. Gary, even Gary's forgotten how to say it, though I'm pretty confident. But or at least he's not 100% confident when he says it. But Gary Busey is great in it. And it's got some good gunfights and like you said, a lot of funny things. Really good movie to watch on a Saturday afternoon if you're a Western fan. You like, I wish there was another good Western out there I hadn't seen. Well, this might be the one you've never seen. And then, and he made other movies, but those are the ones that that stick out. You know how many kids Willie Nelson has been? Run.
8, I believe.
That's right.
Four marriages and 8 kids.
3 boys,
Mm-hmm.
5. I don't know why, but you're obligated to go 3 boys, 5 girls. I mean, pretty much once you accounted for the 3 boys, it's 5 girls afterward,
Yeah.
even in this day and time. But 8 kids for Willie Nelson. So there's a lot of Nelson genes going to be floating around for another 100 years probably. And Willie's probably out on tour right now. I don't even know. Wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know if he does much anymore. The last time I saw him was on Austin City Limits about a year or 2 ago, and I mean, boy, he was in rough shape.
Yeah, well,
couldn't hardly sing. He'd go like, "It's when I goes to sing."
Well, he always sang like
Blue Eyes Crying Rain.
Which could ever take my mind.
Having a hard time breathing.
Memories for torture me.
I think he has a lot of emphysema and stuff. Has a lot of.
Well, Willie's. Guess who I'm giving it away, but Willie Nelson was the very first person to be on Austin City Limits.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He and they had such success with it. It was a pilot episode, and PBS is and where it still appears and started. And Willie, according to legend, went out, blew the roof off the place.
Yeah,
had a huge audience, and they looked at each other, the public broadcasting people, and go, "Well, maybe we're stupid, but we're not this stupid. We're going to do this every chance we get." And Austin City Limits was born. So who better to get it rolling than Willie Nelson? I've got some other things here.
Well, he's got a statue out front of it. I know that.
Yeah.
There's a Willie statue out in front of Austin City Limits.
It ought to be if there isn't. Willie's. What's your favorite Willie song?
Oh, I'd have to say probably Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Yeah. And
but I like Whiskey River a lot too.
I do too. Well, the one that I like is the one that he wrote but didn't do himself for Patsy Cline. Crazy,
yeah.
And I guess a close second would be I wrote it down here and I didn't want to forget it, but Good Hearted Woman.
Yeah.
That he did with Waylon Jennings. Just a great song. And I mean, you can go through it the whole day. Thing that I really like about Willie Nelson that makes him unusual is how many covers he does. He's a great songwriter. Wrote Crazy for Patsy Cline, sang it himself, sings it himself, but he's covered more than half the songs that he's known for. He didn't write.
Yeah.
He didn't even write them with somebody. Somebody played the song for him. He heard it somewhere and he decided to record it and did he's done a lot of standards that did well for him.
Yeah. Stardust is almost all covers. Willie and Leon on the Road is all covers, all old standards.
He just a performer who's very admirable. I got some quiz questions for you. What is his his old guitar with a hole in it?
Trigger.
Oh man, Ron, you made 100. That's it.
It's a 1969 Martin N20.
Yeah. He had some kind of a mix up with a guitar and he bought one from somebody and et cetera, et cetera. The guy was trying to make it up to him because things got all screwed up and he offered him that guitar and it's got, do you know why it's got a hole in it?
Yep, it wore through because it's only supposed to be a guitar for fingering because it doesn't have a pick guard, and he played it with a pick all those years, and he just wore right through it.
You are on fire. That's exactly right. It's a flamenco guitar.
Yeah,
and
because he wanted. And why did he get that kind of guitar? Do you know that?
I'm not really sure. He liked the sound of it. Whoever had put it together for him, the
it's
guitar
because
was
of his guitar hero.
Was who?
Django Reinhardt.
Oh, really?
Reinhardt. He He's a Belgian Romani gypsy who was a jazz virtuoso, and he used to listen to him. They used to play his stuff on Mexican radio stations when he was growing up. And he was a little boy, and he loved it.
Ah,
And if you ever hear the guy play, you go, "Oh, okay, that's why Willie plays that way."
yeah, some of the
Because
licks.
he has that,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of weird tempo, and that's the way that guy played. And he wanted to play like that guy because he said, "quote," he calls him the greatest guitar player of all time.
He's well, I'll take Willie's word for it every single time. Willie was raised by his grandparents. He is a Texan, born in Arkansas, but moved to Texas. Lived most of his young life in Texas, and was ended up being raised by his grandparents because his father and his stepmother just ran away from home and left Willie behind. And I think he has a younger brother that was left in that situation too. But
Yeah.
he was surrounded by people that loved music.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson's been a DJ, a tree
Mhm.
trimmer, sold encyclopedias, and was actually a regional director. Can you imagine Willie Nelson as a
Wow.
regional director of Encyclopedia Britannica sales? All right, men, get in here. We got to talk about selling some encyclopedia. Oh man. And he also sold Bibles. He had like 50 other jobs,
Yeah.
just scrambling around like everybody else does sometimes. And the thing is, I was reading a lot of background on him. There's a ton of background on Willie
Oh
Nelson.
yeah, for sure.
But just a list of his songs that he's written just goes on for page after page. But he's 93. You can live to, I think my math's correct.
Mhm.
Willie has been. You mentioned he was married 4 times.
Mhm.
He's been married about 65 years total.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
like you could have 3 pretty lengthy marriages in 65 years of marriage.
Oh yeah.
And he has. Several of his marriages
Well,
were
in our
lengthy.
ancestry, we've had, it wasn't uncommon for a man to, be married, have a whole family of kids, 4 or 5 kids, wife died, gets married, does it all over again.
Well, that was the second. Those were the smart women, the second ones, because they inherited all the property when
Yeah.
Nelson died. The smart ones were waiting for the old guys to die, because if you're 53, 30 looks pretty young.
Yeah. I was refreshing my, some of my Willie knowledge and stuff. I knew some of the stuff, and of course, he was writing a lot of music in the 50s and 60s, and he actually played in Ray Price's band, played bass.
Right.
And he said he just kind of, he went on his own. He actually got on the Opry, but he just got kind of tired of all the kind of the way Nashville worked. So that's when he decided to, head out of town, and his first breakthrough album as an outlaw was Shotgun Willie in 1973.
Well,
And
Redheaded
that same
Stranger.
year, they did that Outlaws album, him and Waylon and
Right.
Tom Paul Glad. And, you remember that album.
Oh,
That
yeah.
came
And
out the same year,
well, he got together later to become the Highwaymen with Waylon and Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson and in that first band you mentioned. And Ron, the only person left from his original band, gosh, I'm trying to find it here, is Jesse Coulter. Tom Paul Glasser's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Waylon's dead. Johnny
Yep.
Cash dead. Chris Christopherson dead. Man, all those contemporaries, all the guys that he made
Oh, Chris
history with.
Christopherson's dead. I was thinking he was still around for some
Chris
reason.
Christopherson's. Nope, sorry. They slipped that one by you, Ron.
I guess so.
Chris died
Hey,
just
I don't know where I saw it. I think it may be on Prime Video. I'm not sure. It's on one of those, I think. But there's or maybe it's YouTube. I don't know. But there's a fantastic Highwayman concert, like full concert.
Yeah.
That is freaking amazing. I watched it about a year ago, and it is, it's great.
There's so much to talk about with Willie Nelson, and we kind of limited ourselves already. But he's big in biofuels. I was listening to a late night radio show, a show called Coast to Coast, and I cannot remember who the host was at the time. I don't remember if it was Art Bell or George Nuri. Bell died eventually and left the
Yeah.
show. Nuri came on. But one night I was listening to it really late, like 1 o'clock on a Saturday night, and they were talking about biofuels. And
Hmm.
Willie Nelson called the show. He was on his tour bus that
Mhm.
ran on biodiesel, and he talked with the host at length about biofuels. Of course, the host is just sitting there, I'm sure, with his mouth hanging up and going, "Oh my gosh, Willie Nelson just called our show," and everybody knows who Willie Nelson is. And so Willie was really into it, and I guess still would be if he toured more.
Yeah.
Ronald, any last thoughts? We're just going to wrap it up pretty quick, just
Uh,
encouraging people to get out.
I don't really have anything down, really. I got all my, I didn't leave any bullets in the chamber.
You know what? I got one thing. Pretty Paper, a great Willie Nelson song written by Willie Nelson. And Ron, it's a freaking Christmas song, and it never gets played at Christmas. He even mentions
No.
Christmas in it, and the crowds, and never gets played. That's one of the great
Yeah.
disappointments in the history of music. Meanwhile, they play a few of my favorite things as a Christmas song, which has absolutely nothing about Christmas in it.
Yeah.
What a world. Or as Willie Nelson would say, well, what a world, Ron. I'm Mike, just Mike. This is Ron, just Ron. I finally got it straight, and see you next time. Go out and listen to some Willie Nelson. You'll be glad you did.